I'm one of the club's vice presidents. I first watched a Wimbledon game in 1963 as a kid in shorts. It's always been my team, it's always been my club. Just tipped into my 7th decade of being a Womble with the Wimbledon. When I retired, it allowed me to spend more time immersed in it. Since 1889, we've gone round the Football League 2 times, so both from amateur to semi-professional to professional to Premiership. And then as AFC Wimbledon, we had to do that same journey again, and that's culminated in us playing 781 different opponents, and we believe that's more than any other club in the world. When you look at the range of teams that we've played, you know, we've played Debenham Leisure Centre in the wilds of Suffolk, but we've also played Real Madrid. I could probably say that Wimbledon football probably has the most complex family tree in history. Starting off in 1889, we started as the players from a poor boys' school in the borough, and that was for underprivileged lads who started our first football team. In between that and the First World War, we managed to split ourselves 5 ways. So at one stage there was 5 different Wimbledon teams playing, and they were all interlinked by players leaving and starting another Wimbledon. And then over time, those 5 different clubs became 3, became 2, and eventually we just became one again as Wimbledon football around the Second World War period. It's a very bittersweet story. We do have the record for the quickest promotion from non-league into the league. It coins a phrase, it only took 9 years. So on 28th of May 2002, the FA decided to commit the first and only ever bit of football franchising in this country when they took our club away and moved it 70 miles up the road to Buckinghamshire, a certain town or city now as they're called, Milton Keynes. So that was end of May 2002. We played our first game at the beginning of July 2002. So from having nothing, no club, no stadium, and what followed after that was just like a fairy tale, really. Between 2002 and 2004, we went 78 games without losing. Everyone claims that Arsenal were the football invincibles with their run of 49 games, but that's not the case. The club record holders for unbeaten games is actually Wimbledon. 5 promotions, 9 years, and we were suddenly back in the Football League. This is after the FA told us in May 2002 that it wasn't in the wider interest of football for Wimbledon supporters to start a team again. But here we are. We are the most nomadic club in the United Kingdom, having played competitively at 22 different venues, 30 years away as nomads before finally returning to Plough Lane. In coming back here, we set out on some big research projects. Since 1889, in the various guises that Wimbledon has been in its football history, we've actually accrued 85 trophies for the first team, which is more than any other club in England. If you Google most awarded club, I believe it's Man United with 74. But having done our research now, we can confirm that we've actually won 85 trophies in our lifetime. So we're claiming that as well. In 1963, as an amateur team, we got into the FA Amateur Cup final for the 3rd time, having lost the previous 2 finals that we'd played. We beat Sutton United 4-2, and there's another record in there. Our striker, Eddie Reynolds, scored all 4 goals with his head. 25 years later, as a professional club, we repeated that in 1988 when we beat Liverpool in the FA Cup final. One of the commentators, it's turned into a kind of heritage phrase now, the crazy gang have beaten the culture club. Only team to have won both the amateur and professional FA Cups.